Welcome students. Here is an important rule for trigonometry. You must learn this very carefully. You see that the all sin tan cos rule, and step 1 that when the angle given is negative, make it positive according to this following rule. Okay, so you only know that you learned in class 10. Thus cos minus theta and sec minus theta, it becomes positive and rest remains negative outside. But angle you have to write in positive sense. So this is the step 1 as you learned. So if the given angle is negative, first make it positive. This is the first step, we follow it. Okay, now come to step 2. Express the given angle. Suppose the given angle is alpha or whatever, 90 into n plus minus theta. Theta is acute angle less than 90 degree. Got it? And this is the format. So theta less than 90 degree. Now the term n is very important here. You must count the quadrant in anti-clockwise directions. Okay, not clockwise. I will make it correct. Okay, it is anti-clockwise direction. Okay, make it in the anti-clockwise direction. Count the quadrant, all sin, tan, cos. I shall show you how to count it when I shall give you the example. That time you can understand it. Okay, these are quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So you 1, so this is the anti-clockwise directions. Okay, now what happens? All sin, tan, cos. Sin positive in the second quadrant, that means cosec also positive. Tan and cot in the third, and cos and sec positive in the fourth diagram or fourth quadrant. So quadrant. Now for angle 90 plus theta degree, you just shift to the next where your counting will stop. Okay, the n numbers, and then you go to the next quadrant. But for minus, you stay in the quadrant where your counting is ceased or completed. Okay, so I am showing you, this is try to understand what I am telling actually. So this is the box, and now first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Okay, all sin, tan, cos. Okay, now see what is going on. So alpha 90 plus theta, suppose plus into, suppose 3, n value is 3. So see what in 1, 2, 3, then plus sign, so go to the fourth quadrant. If it is minus, do not move. So here is the completion of the counting of n. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you have understood this. So this is in the fourth quadrant. Though it means 1, 2, 3, but plus sign, that means you have to shift to the next quadrant. And for minus, if it is minus, it's no need to move in the next quadrant. Okay, so see again, so all sin, tan, cos, all sin, tan, cos, and to third quadrant, and similarly the fourth quadrant. You understood? Now, so for minus, alpha equal to, suppose 90 into 7, minus theta, suppose. So let us count for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Third quadrant. So stay in the third quadrant for minus. Okay. So we have ended our counting at third quadrant. So no need to go in the next quadrant as there is minus sign. So why rukna? We have to stop there. Okay, you have understood. Now next, so you follow this for minus. You have to stay in the same quadrant. No need to move in either side. Rather stay in that quadrant. Okay. Now let us examine the other rule, step 4. So it is written not to move. Carefully note it out or note it down. Now next step, see that that is very important also, and the most important this rule actually. Now let us start what is coming on now, main part. So if n is even, then you have to change the trigonometric expressions. If n is even, that is 3, 7, all odds I have shown you during the examples. If n is even, you have to, should not change. You should not change the trigonometric expressions. Trigonometric expression means in which format the question is given. So not change, it remains unchanged. And if we add in the following, in the part 2 of this rule, see what I want to say. So sin 90 into, suppose an even number, for example I am showing you, see, into 2 is even number. So your sign is the given sum is sine, the trigonometric expression is sine, so it should not change, it remains sine. Okay, whatever it be, if there is even number in the multiple of n, then you must not change the trigonometric expressions. If it is 5 odd, then sine become cos. Then in the second rule, see in the left hand side it is written, it is odd, so sine become cos. Okay, sine become cos. Okay, for 2 even no change, for odd they will change according to the rule you have learned in class 10, also written in the part 2 of the step 4. So trigonometric expression, okay, t not change for even, and in the second case t change, t changes. It is the first step. Now we have to decide the sign. What sign we should actually put? That is the final stage or step. That is called sign ambiguity. Whether it's plus or minus, actually when the plus sign become minus, we have to, whether I shall write down minus sign or not, that is the question. First thing, step 4 shows whether we shall change the trigonometric expressions. If it is even, no change. If it is odd, it is change. And now the next sign ambiguity means we have to change the sign. That is whether we shall consider negative sign or not. See, it is very careful steps. The steps same, and if n terminates in the quadrants after counting does not contain the same trigonometric expressions as asked in the question. If it's not same, then you have to change it to negative signs. Positive become negative signs, because already you have made positive all angles in the step 1, so you have to change it in the negative sign. I think you are understood this. Okay, I have shown you, though it is bit of long video, but it is not possible to make you understand in a short video. Anyhow, just patiently follow this video. I think carefully read. So if the n ends at the quadrant not same, then we have to consider negative signs, and if it ends in the quadrant in the part 1, then sign remain unchanged, no change in the signs. Now let us give consider some examples to show how these rules can be applied. Let us consider suppose sine 310 degree, 15 degrees. What is the value of first sine? So in multiple of 315. So it is sine 90 into 3. 90 into 3, then what angle should we add it so that 45 degree if 315. Okay, so it is sin 315 degree, and now sin 315 is written as 90 into 3 plus 45 degree. Now follow the steps. Step 4 actually, see, showing you. That is all. Sine, tan, cos. Okay, this is all know. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Now 1. Let us count 1. Now before, let's check the odd and even numbers. Okay. First check the step, first part of step 1. So it is terminated in which? First, second, third. Plus sign is there, so you move to the fourth quadrant. So see, fourth quadrant contain cos, but sum is given sine. So it contrast. It is not same. That is sine, but we have counted where in the fourth quadrant cos. And now see the odd number. If is odd, then the trigonometric sign, or means to say the trigonometric expression change. Two rules: one to change the sign, and other is the change the sign. Trigonometric expression. So it is odd. So it is odd. So we must put what? Cos. Okay, go to cos, and it is in the fourth quadrant. So we consider a minus sign because that is sine and it is cos. See, first, second, third, fourth already have shown you. It is in the cos quadrant, but sum is given in the sine, so it is not same, and hence we have to consider a minus sign. Not same, not matching with the question. It is cos, that is sine, that is not matching, not same. So what to do now? Now we have to consider or put a minus sign before cos. Before cos we have to consider minus sign. Okay, we have considered a minus sign before. So cos 45 degree. Understood? So minus cos 45 means 1 by 2. This is the answer. So what to do? First, seeing the 3 odd or even, we have to change the trigonometric expressions, and seeing the quadrant, we have to do the sign plus or minus sign actually. Second sum, say similarly tan 480 degree can be written 90 into 582nd odd, suppose. Then how much? 440, 5 90, 450 plus 30 degree. So we have to add 30. We have to add 30 degree. So it is 30 degree. Now see, you can now easily guess what to do. It is 5, so tan become odd cot. So I'm so used to go step by step. All sine tan cos. So 3, 4, 5. Then next, so it is in this quadrant. It is sine, but that is tan. So it will change to cot, because we stop there in the sine quadrant, but that is tan, not same. So we have to write cot, and again it is okay. So minus sign will go before it, and because it is odd 5 cot and it is in the sine quadrant, so we have to put minus sign. Follow it, same as before. So this is very important sum, and if follow it very carefully, you can very easily able to do the sum. Read the rules very carefully. Tan, this is again telling you, this is tan and it is sine. So minus sign is actually minus root 3 is the answer. So minus sign is 5 because it is not same as that. So these are all, very carefully go through the rules written here. Many times you read, I think you can do any sums. This is a very basic rule I have shown you. I think if you carefully read all the rules and 2-3 times, and I think it will be in your brain or your mind, and it will be very successful or expert in this. So let us take another examples also, not y. Okay, it is cos 200 degree, again odd number, cos 60, being very fast. Let's see, it is 3, so odd, it becomes sine in the sine, and in which quadrant it is, let us count. Very first, second, third quadrant. Remember minus signs, that's why I am showing you these examples. So it is in the all sign 10, in the 10, but it is cos, again minus sign will be. Okay, so cross, so we stop here. Third quadrant is all sign 10, but it is cos, so minus sign will be before sign. Because of what? Cos becomes sine, and because in the third quadrant what is tan, but sum is cos, so minus sign is put before. Okay, so this is tan, sin tan, this is tan, and that is cos, so not same, so minus sign, and it is odd, that is the sign. I think for these 3 examples all the rules have been shown. You can give another examples also clearly without seeing the exam rules. Try to guess the answer what it should be. Suppose it is sine minus 300. So first we have to make the angle positive, so minus sine 300, step 1. Now express in the multiple of 90. We know that sine minus theta, sine minus theta, sine minus theta is equal to what? Sine minus theta equal to minus sine theta in the step 1. Now let us express this minus outside, that is a separate issue, and now 90 into 3 plus 30 degree. So it will be very easy. Now we can easily guess it what to the answer. So it is third quadrant, so it is odd, so it is odd, so sin become cos within the third bracket, sin become cos, that minus sign is another and separate issue, So sin become cos. Okay, sin become cos. Now let us count the quadrant. It will be in the fourth quadrant. First, 12, sin, tan, cos. So first, second, third quadrant plus minus is what plus. So in the next quadrant you move. So it is a 10 room, cos. But sum is given sign. So not taken same. So we have to put the minus sign before cos within the bracket. Not same as the question. It is cos. Question is given sign. So we must not do it. So we have to put what? A minus sign before cos within the bracket. Okay, not same in the, so we have to put a negative sign before sign. Okay, negative sign we have to be assigned or put. While now before cos within the bracket, that minus is another separate issue, no connection with this. So it becomes 30 degree. First 30 is you all know, with this minus plus, so that is okay. I am doing step by step. I think it is very clear to all of you.